and I am putting to record on YouTube. Hold a minute. Okay, guys. There you go. Okay. So in this topic, there is a difference. Did you understand? Yes. And when we're talking about handcraft, we can thinking about the culture of the people, for example. So in Peru, there is a kind of handcraft specific, much more about the fabric or the tapestry, this kind of thing. Here in Brazil, there can be with wood, with porcelain, with tapestry, with cooking. I don't know. In Portugal, it's some kind of porcelain, but much more related for, I don't know the name. Let me see here. Tile, azulejo. And there is a lot of kind of handcraft, okay? So let's discuss a little bit about that. Mariana, do you know why handcraft was invented? Or what do you think?
Maybe to decorate the houses, to put in creativity, or to spend time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can be. And you, Fernanda?
I think maybe it was invented because of the free time. People had time and then started to search new things to do. And also in the past, there weren't a lot of machines, so maybe it's a way to have new products also.
Okay. And for you, Bruno, what is the...
I think maybe it's related to the country culture. So they invented this to express the country culture, and I don't know, in the by making different things. So I don't know.
Yes, everybody, it's correct, because in the end of the day, the handcraft was invented because the necessity, for example, to keep the food safe from animals, for to decorate your house as a symbol, sometimes related to religion. But with the time, and it's true, it's not the there weren't machines, so it is by hand. But with a time, this skills was developed much more and became in another level. So it's not only for the necessity or for the religion, but with much more a form to show your culture, your tradition of your country, this kind of thing. But took time, and was developed with along for the years. Okay, I think that it's a natural workflow. A flow. It's a natural flow that's happened with this kind of activities. Okay. For you, Bruno, is handcraft a form of art now?
Just a minute. You can
Okay.
can pass to the
Okay.
or to other. Just a minute.
Okay. And for you, Mariana?
Yes, handcrafting are beautiful things that people like to see,
Mm-hmm.
and it can decorate the house and
Okay.
show the culture too.
Yes, it is. And for you, Fernanda?
I agree with Mariana. I think it's a form of art. You can decorate your house. You can give a gift for other people, and also help in with the people that sells handcraft. So I think it's good.
Okay. And for you, Bruno?
So what is the question? Sorry.
Is handcraft a form of art?
Yes. If you think about culture things that they develop in their culture, is an art, and something that they build to show by art the country culture. So I think that is art too.
Yeah, I totally agree with you guys. Now, for example, if you go to Russia, probably we will go, or you want to buy a matryoshka, for example, and or in Peru, some kind of fabric, colorful fabric, and with in Cusco or this kind of cities, okay? And here in Brazil, it's the same. And for you, Bruno, what's the most popular kind of handcraft here in Brazil?
Ooh. Brazil is a huge country, so we had a lot of handcrafts in our regions. So if I talk about my region, I think about food, maybe moqueca, something like that.
I love it.
I think that's it. In the south, we can talk about the chimarrão, this kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know other regions of Brazil, but acarajé, this kind of things.
Okay. And for you, Fernanda, what do you remember about handcraft from Brazil?
What I remembered was clothes made of brocade. Maybe it's a thing that we use a lot, I think.
Okay. Yes, it's true. And for you, Mariana?
When I went to Northwest. I bought a lot of things made of barro. I don't know in English.
Ceramic.
Yes.
Okay.
Ceramic.
Yeah. Let's think about the regions, for example, of North. in the north, there are a lot of kind of handcraft made with ceramics. So for the kitchen, for the not paint, but for the walls, and I had here, I have here, for example, a plate made from ceramica by the Indian guys. So there is some kind of animals with latex, with the seringueiras. So I think that it's the most typical in the north. For the northwest, there is brocado, there is clothes with brocado, there is some art with paper, mache paper. Do you know? No. And for example, Porto de Galinhas, when you go there, there are a lot of ceramics or a kind of dolls made with paper with glue and painting. And it's typical for the region, this region. No? About the Southwest, I think that when you go, for example, Fernanda, that live in São Paulo, when you go, I don't know if you had the opportunity to go from the, I don't remember the fair, in the center of the city, República Fair. There are a lot of things representing Brazil, but much more with precious stones. Everything with precious stones. Did you see? Do you see?
I see
some
this in
kind of
Paulista also, no?
yeah.
No,
It's
yeah.
decoration objects or watches or some kind of jewelries.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a typical from here. No,
Yeah.
I think yeah, and in the south, I don't know. I think that's much more related with a food. How talk Bruno, and because the immigration, no, and now it's, for example, wine, artisanal wine. Yeah, in South, it's there are a lot of families that produce your own wine. It's not producing scale with machines, but it's a kind of wine, a kind of handcraft to drink wine, and this artisanal wine. Okay, I think that is. I don't know if you have some examples, but how the Brazil is a large country, probably there are much more examples. Okay.
Yeah, we can find a new handcraft in every state. For example, Minas Gerais, we can say cheese. They made a lot of things with cheese.
But for example, in this case, cheese, it's handcraft or handmade, or we can consider some of handcraft.
I think that is a handcraft because is more related to the culture. So
Okay.
they they produce a lot of things using cheese. So especially here in Espírito Santo, when we think about Minas Gerais, we think about cheese. So cheese bread, this kind of things.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I think that is handcraft.
Okay. And Fernanda, which state is famous for handcraft here in Brazil? Or more
I don't know.
famous?
I don't know, but I would mention São Paulo because I live here, and I know that in Budas Artes there are a lot of things related to that. And in Paulista, República, you mentioned also. So I will say São Paulo. I don't know a lot about the other states.
Crochet, tricot is a kind of handcraft.
For me, yeah. But I don't know if I'm wrong, but
Oh, for example, when you go from Monte Sião,
yeah.
do you know it's a place knowing about the this kind of clothes. No, I think that it's a specific. For example, in São Paulo there is a city called Pedreira. There are a lot of things from home, from ceramic, porcelain. It's a lot of things. It's knowing about this kind of commerce. I think that is handcraft, okay? Okay. And for you, Mariana, what's the most famous state in Brazil about the handcraft?
I don't know, but I saw more handcrafts in Northwest and here in São Paulo. So I think there are more handcraft than here.
Yeah.
Or
example,
they sell more.
For example, in Northwest, there are a lot of tablecloth. Do you know that is? It's a towel to cover the table. No? And with a kind of a lace, renda, this kind of renda. It's typical from Northwest, no? Yeah. And I agree with you. I think that when you thinking about, for example, if you go for another country now and you want to give a gift for someone in another country that represent Brazil, what kind of gift you will give? And for me, for example, I don't know if you know the Amigos do Bem. There's it's an organization that helps the people from Northwest, but they help them to produce some kind of products to sell. And now there are a lot of things and beautiful things produced from the people from Northwest, but to sell. And for me, it's a huge form to express our tradition in handcraft for another countries. So in the end, I will put on internet to you show some kinds of gifts that they have, and you'll see. But when you talk for another countries, which country is famous for handcraft? Do you know? It's typical from this country, and everybody knows about that.
Maybe Mexico. If we think about Mexico, they had a typical clothes with a big hat and this clothes, huge clothes.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah.
country. I don't know. Maybe if you think about Brazil, if I need to give someone something that represents Brazil, some handcraft that represents Brazil, I think about food. I will always think about food, because I think that is the better way to express our culture. So
Yeah.
I will give someone food.
Yeah, it is. And our food, it's very, very good to compare for another countries, no?
It's the best.
Yeah, I think that is I don't know if it's the best, but it's one of the best. Sure, it is. And for you, Fernanda, what is the country it's famous for their handcraft?
I thought about Netherlands, maybe because of the clothes different. Don't know that they maybe can use. But I actually don't know. I couldn't think other country.
Switzerland, for example.
Yeah.
When you're talking about Switzerland, what do you think?
Chocolate, maybe.
Yeah, for me it is chocolate and some kind of beautiful pencils, this kind of manual pencils. I think that is very, very beautiful. And for you, Mariana, for example, when you're talking about India, what do you think?
I think in sari,
In?
clothes,
Yes.
saris.
Yeah.
They use. I know it's expensive.
Yeah. But the colors, the fabric, it's
gold.
Yeah.
I know they made the carpet. I don't know if it's India or Arabic countries. They made the carpets. Beautiful carpet. They are very expensive.
Yeah, yeah. Tapestry. It's more related from Turkish or Persa, né? Persa, it's from Turkish or for Middle East countries.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful, beautiful. And it's a form of art, no? Okay. And Fernanda, how does handcraft help our country?
I think handcraft helps a lot of families here that live from this work. from what people buy. So I think it helps in general a lot of families.
Okay. And you, Bruno?
I think about tourism. So, as Fernanda said, handcraft is used to show our culture. So when we have tourists here, they buy this kind of thing. So it helps people. It shows to others our culture, and I don't know, maybe people can have some interest in our country because they saw some kind of handcraft or something like that.
Yeah.
I think about that.
Yeah, it is. And for you, Mariana?
I think about tourism too, and I think it improves the local economy. It helps families that sometimes live far away, and they can use what they have near them to make money.
Yeah. For example, isolate communities that the women, for example, doing some kind of handcraft with leaves or bamboo, this kind of thing that's beautiful. And capim dourado and jewelries with capim dourado. It's beautiful, no? It's a art, it's a handcraft, no? And sometimes it is the only research that this family has to survive. And in the north, for example, to making the dolls, animals, boto, alligators, this kind of onças, and put it in some place, mailing furs, and to sell from tourists. It's the only way to survive, you know, and improve the tourism for these regions because they became so famous. It's so beautiful sometimes that it's not because the place, but this art improve the tourism. In Italy, for example, I don't know if you listen about Murano. Murano is an island that from generations, the families produce glasses, but a beautiful, beautiful kind of glasses. That these glasses can be transformed to decorate objects or jewelries or watches. It's beautiful. It's totally manual, and you can see the guys make I don't know, the glasses and the transform, all this kind of thing. It's amazing. And the guys, the tourists go there to see this art, not to visit the island. Do you know? This is the research of money for them. And I think that's helped the community and in the financial way and to preserve the culture. Yes? Okay. Bruno, what difficulties did you encounter in handcrafts? I think that's the same. It's the advantage, it's the problem.
I don't know what difficulties did you encounter in handcrafts. I really don't know.
Oh, and do you?
Maybe to reproduce. I don't know, because if you talk about the glasses, let's say that I try to reproduce here in Brazil. It's something that is cultural in Italy. So I don't know how can I reproduce this here in Brazil. I don't know. I just think about that, about reproduce something that is cultural from someone, and I'm trying to do the same thing just to, I don't know, to give some money. I don't know.
Okay, and for you, Fernanda?
For me, I think the difficulty is like produce a lot of things and have a pattern, because it's like a handcraft. So maybe it can be different. And that's it. What I thought about it.
And I agree. I think that the difficult, it's exactly to reproduce and we know many pieces the same. No, probably no one it's the same, and sometimes you need to be the same, and you can reproduce exactly the same piece because it's manual. It's kind of painting. Maybe even if the same painter, for example, it's not the same, exactly the same. Do you know? Mariana, what's your opinion?
I think it's the reproduce too, or to find the material. And in the economy, I think this kind of art is more expensive than industrial materials, and some tourists or people don't want to buy because it's more expensive.
Yeah, but do you think that it's fair to be expensive, more expensive, the industrial piece?
What is fair?
Fair, justo.
Yes, I think it is. It's fair because it takes time. It's an art.
Okay. Everybody agrees? That is, it's more expensive than the industrial pieces.
Yeah, I think that is fair to be more expensive. Because as Marina says, is something made by hands. It's manual, so it's related to their culture. So if some industry tries to reproduce this, it needs to be. It lost the hand culture, the culture to do something with the hands. So I agree that it is fair to be more expensive.
And you, Fernanda?
I agree. Also, I think it's more difficult to produce a lot of pieces, and also it's harder work because it's made with your hands. So I agree, it's more expensive.
Can you imagine, for example, how long a person takes producing a coat, for example, and a tricot or days, and produce a coat or a blouse or this kind of thing. And in the fabric, in the industry, in the same time, the industry produced thousands of and it's totally different. No?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can think about quality. So if someone produces something in, I don't know, in 10 days, there will be more quality than a product made by an industry that do the same thing in, I don't know, 1 hour. So
Yeah.
quality is something special.
What is special about handcrafts, Bruno? It's the quality.
Yeah. You can see in this kind of piece the express of the country culture, and I think that is the most special thing, because with made this kind of thing to be a handcraft is that it's because this kind of thing represents the country, represents the culture. So I don't know, I think that is the most special thing about this kind of things.
Yes, I agree. And for you, Mariana?
I think it's quality too. It's a unique thing that only we have when we buy. Someone put their experience, their culture, their love, that piece. I think that's it.
Okay, I agree. And for you, Fernanda?
I agree with my colleagues. I think it's a unique work, and also the person who made it normally have to dedicate a lot of time. So the person put love and applicate her force in this work. So I think it's a unique product. For me, that is the difference.
Yeah, I think that is a special thing when you put love and you like that you are making something that you really love. On a second that I will show some. Thank you. Thank you so much. Look, this, I don't know if you, this is made with paper. And this, oh, I don't know if you can see, this is from, I don't know the name, bucha de banho. Look that. And the wood, paper, And I think that's really, really beautiful a piece. If it's the Northwest, and this, it's another piece that the guy made in a piece of wood, and here, for example, we can take, or in the I don't know you guys, but I really love this kind of pieces. I really like it. Do you value this kind of pieces or not? Or for you, it's my mother, for example, doesn't like this kind of piece.
I have one I have one from Africa. That is an elephant. You can see.
It's beautiful.
It's made
wood.
Wood. My sister visited Africa, so she bought a lot of this, and it's beautiful. It's heavy. It's heavy and it's beautiful. It's a manual thing, and there is a lot of details, and I like this kind of things. We can use this to put in our houses, and it's some kind of I forgot the word. I forgot the Portuguese word, but it's okay. I give a lot of feelings.
So it's a way to remember the place that you visit, or the gift that you receive. No?
Yes.
Okay.
When I travel to Europe, I bought a lot of cards, postal cards. I don't know the word, and it's something that I like, because every time that I look to this kind of things, bring me a lot of
memories.
A lot of memories.
Yeah.
So I like a lot.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing. Mariana, do you have something that it's a handcraft for another place that you remember the city, or the place that you visit, or not?
Yes, I have a ceramic that I brought from Maceió. And always when I look at it, I remember my trip. I remember the people from there. It's amazing. I have amazing memories.
Okay. Amazing time that you spend there. Yeah. And you, Fernanda?
I have like a bicycle made of wood from Alhambra. So Alhambra here in São Paulo. And it has some flowers also. So it also makes me remember my trip when I look at it.
Okay. And the last one, in your opinion, must handcraft be preserved? Fernanda?
Yes, I think it's a good way to show a culture from a country or a city. And also there are a lot of people that really like to do this kind of work. So I think it should be preserved.
And for you, Bruno?
Yeah, sure. And I think that is something natural that is passed from, I don't know, maybe from a father to a son, a mother to a daughter. So it will be naturally preserved by the time. So I agree. I agree that it must have to be preserved.
Okay. And Mariana, do you agree if your colleagues?
Yes, it's a kind of prevention the culture, and we can know more about the history too, about the place.
Yeah, I totally agree. I love this kind of all the art made with hands, and that represent something or somewhere. I think that's very, very important. and we can buy something in the every place that you go, it's the same. In the other hand, some pieces are so special exactly because there is unique. It's totally different. Sorry. And I think that's the beauty it is. It's the difference. And I really like it. Guys, I don't know if you enjoy this topic. It's different. And I put here in the chat the survey. So please answer the survey to know the opinion. And I expect you in the next Sunday, okay?
Okay, thank you, Vanessa. It was a nice subject, nice topic. Hard to talk about because it's something different, but it's good. I like it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, girls. Fernanda, Mariana, and see you in the next Sunday, okay? Have a great holiday.
You too. Bye.